Hi Taurus, welcome to my channel. This is going to be your general love reading from August 17th through the 31st. Please like and share and subscribe and comment. Thank you so much for the comments. I love to know what's going on because it helps me to make more sense of what the messages are that are coming through. So I really appreciate everybody who's commented. Well, mostly everybody who's commented, but thank you so much for being here. Please be sure to check your moon and rising sign, and then also your Venus sign and the other person's Mars sign if this doesn't resonate with you. That way you can get kind of a clearer picture of what's going on. Also, if you would like a personal reading from me, please check the description box below. It gives you all the information on how to go about doing that. And I really, truly appreciate everybody's patience with the personal readings right now. The energy has been off the hook with this eclipse coming up, and it's kind of like it's almost like the energy is really strong, but it draws more out of you. So I feel like I've been just exhausted. So I don't like to do readings when I'm exhausted because I don't want to have the energy behind the message that you're supposed to be getting. So thank you so much for everybody understanding that. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and jump in here. We'll start with the very first card I have for you is the Sun card. So this is definitely it's a happiness energy. It's like a congratulations almost. I feel like there's been an accomplishment that's been made or something worth celebrating. It's kind of like you're being recognized for something. Or it could be just that you're out really enjoying yourself or doing fun things or things that are fun for you. But this energy is also, it's one of happiness, of joy. So it can be a very busy energy, or it can be very still energy. You may just be great. And so, like I said, this is the general energy here, so it's not like you're always going to feel great all the time, but I feel like there's going to be a very positive, uplifting kind of vibe for you right now. And then the next card that I have is the Three of Cups. So this, again, is a celebratory card. I feel like there's, it's spending time with friends and family and gatherings. It can be partying. It can also be too much partying, so you could be having a little too much fun. But this card is definitely one of like celebration. Like I said, if this is recognition for an accomplishment or something, there may be celebration around that. It's a period of time that really is something to be celebrated or worth, it's worth the time with your friends to be recognized for something, I feel like. There could also be, with the Three of Cups, I know a lot of readers jump right to the third party issue. But since there's so much positivity from the Sun card, it could be representative of a third party just because the next card does have conflict in it. But I feel like for a lot of you, though, this is genuinely like good times. It is celebration. However, for some of you, if it is a third party situation, it could be that you feel like there could be a fire sign involved. Specifically, it could be a Leo involved, but I feel like it could be that you feel like the other person is perhaps super happy and you might be miserable, or vice versa. Or maybe they feel like you're very happy, perhaps because of another person or because of this single energy. The Sun can also be representative of like a major weight being lifted off somebody's shoulders, so it could be that maybe you ended a relationship. I don't know why. I mean, typically I don't go straight for ending a relationship with the Sun card coming up, but that could be kind of like this breaking free type, going out and getting out energy too, or spending more time with your friends. So that could be what it's saying too. The next card that I have is the Five of Wands, though. So this is, the Five of Wands is kind of, I mean, it can be considered a petty argument card or card of drama. I feel like it's kind of a lot of drama when this card comes out. It's kind of needless drama. It's not necessarily something that really has to be fought, but it can be also kind of playfully in jest though too, because these, I know you can't see it, and I know I always hold it up to my phone like you can, but all of these dudes are generally around the same stature, around the same size. They look like they're around the same age. So the way that they have this is kind of like everybody is equal in sharing in the conflict, or in sharing in this competition. This is also a card of competition. So like I said, that if there is a third party situation going on, then that could be a feeling of competition. If it's not a third-party situation, though, and this is celebratory and somebody is being congratulated, I feel like there is still competition around you. Like people, there are some people that are jealous. This can also be jealousy. And then the next card that I have for you is the Knight of Wands. I feel like in this particular position with the Knight of Wands, somebody's being a little showy. It's kind of like, you know, that saying that people always say, don't let your mouth cash or write checks that your ass can't cash or something like that. I feel like it's kind of like somebody is going like, but I can cash it. So I'm going to show everybody that I can cash it. I feel like it's kind of this cocky energy, but it's not like, it's not unfounded. I feel like there is a sense of somebody who has a lot of appeal. This Knight of Wands can also be representative of, it can be representative of anger too. I mean, so it could be somebody coming in real angry and they're coming in pretty fast. That could be you, or you could be dealing with a fire sign, like I said. You could be dealing with a water sign or an air sign too, but there is a lot of fire here. So I feel like it could be somebody coming in angry, like bringing the fight. It could be that I feel like with this Five of Wands, it could be something where somebody is hearing a lot from like friends. Like friends are telling them things and they're listening to it getting heated, and this person is coming in listening to this and be like, well, they're telling me this and they're telling me that, and I want to know what's going on. It's kind of that kind of an energy. So it could be somebody who's a little bit combative that way or confrontational, but it's also very, because it's a wand, it's very passionate. So I feel like it's like, I don't feel like it's so much the anger portion that's coming, but I feel like somebody's kind of hoping that the other person will prove them wrong or tell them why they're wrong, because there's a lot of passion behind it. So I feel like it would be very, like it's somebody to just be like, please tell me that none of this is true. Like, I'm giving you the opportunity to tell me this isn't true. Something like that. Or this could be somebody coming in, sweeping into either your life or this. I feel like this is somebody coming into your life who is kind of, there's somebody that you can't wholly rely on. They're not incredibly dependable. Like, you enjoy them, you like them, but you know they come in they leave just as quickly as they came in. And then the next card that I have is the Ten of Swords. So the Ten of Swords is, yes, it's a card that represents heartbreak or backstabbing, but it can also represent, I mean, it means that the worst of it's over, I feel like. So I feel like like I said, if somebody's coming in hot and angry with a lot of this drama that they've maybe been hearing from other people, I feel like that's going to cause either a big blowout or a conversation that's definitely painful. I feel like this is heartbreak in that situation. But it can also be, like I said, up here with the sun, it felt like a huge burden was lifted. This is like the opposite of that. I feel like it's you're anticipating, you're thinking constantly about this burden that perhaps is coming in, or something that's super stressful. Stressful to the point that you don't even want to think about it. Like, you can't even handle it. It's kind of taking over your mind. So it could be that there's a situation where somebody's coming in and you don't really know what to do with it, and it freaks you out. Or that could be vice versa. But I feel like with this Ten of Swords here, if it's not a breakup, it's a severe amount of stress. Like bad news coming in. But I feel like that bad news may have to do, since this is a love reading and that's a Knight of Wands, since it's an action card, I feel like it has to do with something that either somebody has done or is doing. And that could cause this heartbreak. But then, right after that, we have the Ace of Wands. And this is a new beginning with the action behind it. There's so much fire in this reading. So I feel like, and it could be because of the eclipse in Leo too, because there is a lot of energy going around. But I feel like this is a new beginning that comes from a point of like knowing what to do and being ready to do it. And following after this Ten of Swords, the Ten of Swords represents a completion. So it could be just the completion of a very hard time. And like I said, if this Sun card and this Three of Cups up here is representative of somebody getting recognition for something, or perhaps a promotion, this Ten of Swords could be representative of that weight that's been on their shoulders, perhaps. And they may be panicking about the amount of responsibility that it will carry. But I feel like with this Ace of Wands, it's a feeling of, okay, I know what to do and I'm going to do it. I know what needs to happen. I know what I need to do. I'm going to do it. This is my chance to do it. Now I have the ability to do it. It's a new beginning, but it's a new beginning with movement, with action. Somebody's going to do something this time. So let's clarify and see what's up. Please clarify this Sun card for the sign of Taurus for August 17th through the 31st, 2017. Please clarify this Sun card for the sign of Taurus. What is this Sun card here for? Please clarify this. That one pop. Okay, so on top of the Sun we have the Hermit. So if that's representative of a Virgo, so you could be dealing with a Virgo, or it could be, that could be your energy, Taurus, like on top of this Sun. I feel like there's something or somebody within your sights that you feel like can bring you happiness. But for some reason it hasn't quite happened. And I feel like you may be a little bit introspective. It's focusing the Hermit is a very spiritual type of energy. It can also mean loneliness. It's a very isolated type of spiritual energy, but I feel like it's spiritual with a purpose. So he's not just chilling in his subconscious. It's somebody who's searching. And I feel like he's searching for the path to get to this Sun because he knows that it's attainable. So I feel like that could be your energy. Perhaps with this other person, you recognize that they bring happiness into your life, or it could be vice versa. But it's kind of like an introspection to find out what you need to do to be happy. What do I need to do? What do I need to focus on? What am I not seeing? What am I not seeing so I can be happy? Please clarify this Three of Cups here for Taurus for August 17th through the 31st. Four of Cups, clarifying the Three of Cups. So it could be that with the Four of Cups on top of the Three of Cups, I feel like it's somebody who is perhaps, it could be a couple things. Somebody could be partying a little bit too much, playing a little bit too much, and it's taking them away from the emotional fulfillment that they're looking for. Like it's kind of lackluster. It's almost like you're underwhelmed. Or it could be time with family and friends and celebrations with pretty much everybody but the person that you want to have there. So that could be this feeling too. It's like it's an incomplete kind of a feeling. Like my happiness is incomplete. Or it could be that this accomplishment or this accomplishment and recognition and celebration isn't bringing you the fulfillment that you thought that it would. That could be too, because with the Hermit card clarifying the Sun, you just may be in your head a lot. You could be contemplating a whole lot about what will make you emotionally fulfilled. I feel like this could be representative of wearing a mask, kind of like on the outside, everything looks happy and great and wonderful, and we're celebrating all the time. But on the inside, it's really this Hermit with the Four of Cups. It's really kind of an empty feeling and contemplating what you need to do to get to the feeling that you know you're looking for. And that could be vice versa, but I feel like that's more for you. Please clarify this Five of Wands for Taurus for August 17th through the 31st. What is this Five of Wands about? That's not it. Please clarify this Five of Wands card for Taurus for August 17th through the 31st. That one came right out. The Magician on top of the Five of Wands. So the Magician is representative of that first initial like aha moment of the way of a new way of thinking, or a new path to take, or a new direction, a new way of doing things. It could be also, because the Magician is the manifesting card, I feel like it could be also recognizing that this kind of petty drama that's been going on, or whatever's going on around you, you really just don't want any part of it. Like, you might just be at the point where you're done with it. You're tired of it. I really don't need the conflict all the time. I really don't need it. So the Magician is somebody who is able to bring you that spark of that, very first initial new way of thinking or new thought, where you just can't ignore it after that. Once you've heard it, you really can't ignore it. It's like, oh, I didn't think of it that way. It could be kind of like that. And it's an energy that you can harness to do something about it. And I feel like that could be where this Knight of Wands is coming in. Please clarify this Knight of Wands for Taurus for August 17th through the 31st, 2017. Why is this Knight of Wands here? Please clarify this Knight of Wands for Taurus for August 17th through the 31st, 2017. Please clarify this Knight of Wands for Taurus. Why is this Knight of Wands here? Please clarify this Knight of Wands for Taurus. No? Please clarify this Knight. Oh, there we go. Five of Pentacles on top of the Knight of Wands. So I do feel like this is an energy where there... it could be that the Magician is recognizing, like, you're coming into recognition that you're really not happy where you're at, perhaps. Like, it could be that everything looks great on the surface, but the Magician's coming in on top of this Five of Wands saying, look at all of this conflict that you really don't have to deal with. It really doesn't have to be this way. And the next thing that we have is the Knight of Wands being clarified by the Five of Pentacles. So again, the Five of Pentacles is that left out in the cold feeling, but I feel like it's more along the lines of, like, a recognition that this isn't going to do it for me. Like, this can't keep going like this. This isn't going to do it for me, I feel like. That could be what it is. And it may be in conjunction with this energy of somebody who is not very dependable. Like, it's not very stable. It may be a good show on the outside, but you just are feeling like it's very unstable. Perhaps you're constantly in question about the stability of your relationship, and you don't want it to feel that way anymore. And this could be you or the other person, but I feel like it's your energy because the Pentacles are definitely you. And there's so much fire here. I do feel like that you may be dealing with a fire sign or somebody who is embodying this energy. So with the Five of Pentacles on top of the Knight of Wands, that does make me feel like it's somebody who just comes and goes as they please, and you're kind of done with that. That sucks for you. You don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. That's not what I want. So let's see what the Ten of Swords is about. Please clarify this Ten of Swords for Taurus for August 17th through the 31st, 2017. What is this Ten of Swords about here? Please clarify this Ten of Swords for the sign of Taurus. The Hangman on top of the Ten of Swords. So yeah, somebody is just not... I feel like they're just not committing. Or they're just not giving you what I feel like you've articulated you need, and now you're trying to figure out, well, I've done pretty much everything I can do to communicate what I need, and I feel like this person doesn't necessarily go away. Like, they might come and go, and you're trying to figure out, why are you coming and going back and forth? Why are you coming at me hot sometimes, acting like I'm the best thing in the world, and then the next thing you just disappear on me? Almost like I can't even get you to answer a text message, I feel like. And this Hangman on top of the Ten of Swords is like, you're really done with that way. But I feel like the Hangman is representative of you kind of want to see what they're going to do. Like, it could be that the Magician comes in and gives you this new inspiration and the strength behind it to do perhaps what you've known you've needed to do for a while, whether it's pull away or shut somebody off, or, just center yourself away from whatever this dynamic is that's going on. I feel like the Hangman is somebody who's like almost building up the strength to get to that point where they can do that. It's thinking through that process. The Hangman is in a state of suspension, but I feel like in this particular position, it's a state of suspension with a purpose. Like, it's not to just sit there and have nothing happen. But it could also be, I feel like it's, waiting for the right time. But it could also be representative of the other person who's they're just treating it as though they're in charge. Like they're in charge of the flow of the relationship, and you're kind of tired of them having that kind of power. And this could be vice versa, like I said. And then let's see what this Ace of Wands is about. Please clarify this Ace of Wands for Taurus for August 17th through the 31st, 2017. What is this Ace of Wands about? And then we have the Moon card clarifying the Ace of Wands. So the Moon card, the Moon is representative of secrets or things that are hidden, but being clarified by this Ace of Wands, I feel like it's something that's going to come out. It can also, the Moon card can also represent confusion, but it could be that you, and perhaps with this Hangman here, there can be some confusion too, but I feel like it's that even though you're confused, there's still going to be action taken. Like and it could be also, if you're dealing with a fire sign, perhaps it could be that they're coming back into you after this heartbreak and acting like, they're not really moving anywhere, everything's stagnant. They could be coming at you with this new beginning and showing you passion and action again, and you're confused by it. Like, what are you doing? Like, I don't understand. I'm getting whiplash. So it could be that kind of a feeling, but I feel like this card is either something coming to light or you coming to a realization that you need to move, like you need to do the action. Like you need to take action, even though it's scary and even though you know that you don't know everything, you still have to like pick a direction and go, I feel like. So that could be what that's representing here. But the Moon card also, it is one of those cards that can indicate that things seem worse than they actually are. Because, when it's nighttime and you're outside in the dark, everything looks scarier than it actually is when the sun is up. So that could also be that you're going to take action even though you're scared. Or that could, again, be vice versa. But I feel like that's your ace there where you're taking action. And I think it's in regards to this fire sign or whoever this fire sign type energy is. So thank you so much for tuning in, and I will speak with you soon.